Alright, what's up guys? NinjaDeathStrike here, bringing you another Pokemon Showdown battle. Apologize for the lack of new content I've had on my channel. I've been a very sick ninja this past week, and also busy, and also I don't know what you guys want to watch. I guess I could do some more magic videos. If the Duels of the Planeswalkers have been getting a decent amount of airtime, so I was thinking about possibly doing that. Could do another exploring the multiverse. I have played with some new decks, so that's a potential. Don't really feel like doing an LP. I'm actually replaying Pokemon X and Y, and without a capture card I can't put that up, and I don't feel like playing another Pokemon game, so I don't know. We'll see if anything else goes up this week, but you'll at least get this, and hopefully a new episode of Generation 1 soonish. Working on trying to get in contact with Nick and Andy and get that figured out, so you'll have that to look forward to. But anyhow, if you do have any of my types of videos that you enjoyed watching in the past, please let me know in the comments what you guys want to see, and that may influence my decision. I'm also going to be starting work pretty soon, so that might limit the amount of content that I'm able to produce. Possibly. We'll have to see. It's a little awkward recording when there's a bunch of people in the house. And when I don't have a job, I can do it in the middle of the afternoon, like now. So, anyhow, we're going to play some Pokemon. This is a team that I built. It's very purple and brown. I like that. It's got kind of a theme thing going on. I believe this is the exact same team I was using last week. Starmie is kind of in flux with Mega Blastoise. I can't decide who I like better. I'm leaning towards Starmie just because I like speed. Speed is good. Starmie threatens a lot of things out because they don't want to take 115 base speed super effective attack. I'm using no new Pokemon, which is kind of funny. Neither is my opponent. So, you know, Gen 6, now that everyone's back, a lot of the Gen 6 Pokemon have kind of fallen by the wayside. I do still expect to see several key players, but there's a lot of really good guys that are back, and people are using them. So my opponent has a very interesting team, and I say that as nicely as possible. He's clearly got some less than top tier guys, which is fine. Everyone's still figuring out the format, so you want to try new stuff, unless you're me and you just use the most broken things possible. We have Crawdaunt, we have Venusaur, who's probably his Mega, which is fine. Mega Venusaur is very, very good. And Magmortar, who's interesting. An interesting choice. Why this isn't a Talonflame, I don't know. But there's also Flagon, who could be a Garchomp, but isn't. But we do have Terrakion, Donphan. Those guys are good guys. They put in good work. They do good things. At least they did last gen. So we'll have to see what's going to happen here. I'm going to lead with Boggart the Sableye. He's basically become my go-to lead. He always has something good to do. So I'm going to taunt the Donphan, prevent the Stealth Rocks from going up. Unfortunately, though, I miss Will-O-Wisp, so A, I don't break Sturdy, and B, I take a Superpower Earthquake to the face, and that hurts a lot. I'm expecting the Ice Shard here. I know he's going to try and finish me off, and so I go into the Shadow. He does go for the Ice Shard. Doesn't do that much damage. I know they can't hit me with the Earthquake. Like I said, unfortunately, that does let him set up Stealth Rocks, but I killed a Spinner. So if I do get a chance to spin, he'll be dead. And then Gengar just freaking one-shotted that Crawdaunt. You might have missed it if you blinked, but Sludge Bomb one-shots the Crawdaunt, just a regular neutral hit. And that's it for Crawdaunt. So Terrakion comes in, he reveals that he's Scarfed. That's good information to know. Gengar did do his job. He got 2 kills, so I'm fine with that. Gives me an opportunity to switch into Starmie since he's locked into a Psychic move, get the spin off, and he's going to evolve Mega Venusaur. So I'm going to go into Beefcake here. Beefcake the Togekiss. I wasn't sure how much I like Togekiss. I like Togekiss a lot. Togekiss has done some work, so I was actually thinking about cutting him, but I kind of want to keep him now because he's won me a couple of games. He's going to come in, take out the Terrakion there, so that's nice. Debut, the Magmortar, turns out he has Hidden Power Ice, so that is going to kill my Landorus, which is unfortunate. It means I don't get Rocks up. It's kind of fine, though, because Puff gets a free switch in, and now I'm just going to kill everything. But I'm not, because Butter, the Venusaur, has Outrage, so that's a thing that happened. But Outrage is pretty bad now if you have a fairy type, and so I'm going to be able to switch into Beefcake. He's stuck into Outrage. I get a free heal off with the Roost, knowing that he can't hurt me, and then I'm just going to finish him off with Togekiss's arsenal of moves. Now, I do wish Togekiss got Moonblast. It would be so much better if it got Moonblast. Dazzling Gleam's a little disappointing, but what can you do? It's good typing, it's bulky, it never dies to anything. So that's going to be the match. Pretty close match, pretty good game, I thought. The team worked fairly well. So let's go into match 2. Again, same team, haven't changed it. I don't know if I've changed this team at all in the battles I have recorded, maybe in a couple of the later ones. Here's my opponent's team. Again, just a hodgepodge of like old good stuff from 5th gen OU and new guys that people are trying out. That's Charizard's probably going to be the dragon one. Could be the other one, but obviously that's his Mega, I would assume. Garchomp's a possibility, but it's got to be Charizard. Espeon probably for Klefki, whose usage has gone down recently, which is nice, because fuck that thing. Ferrothorn, Gliscor, just good old 5th gen OU walls. And then we have this Crawlitzer, who I guess is pretty good. He's very powerful, but he's a glass cannon for sure. And I think he's kind of slow. I don't know his speed, so he might be Scarfed. I don't really know what he does, except hurt things if he gets to attack. So you have to kill it fast. So let's go into the match. I'm going to lead with Landorus. He's going to lead with Gliscor. I go for the Hidden Power Ice, because that's a nice thing to have. He does not expect that. I guess he expects me to either set up Stealth Rocks or switch out. So that's fine. I don't predict him to go into Espeon this turn, so I'm going to take the opportunity to set up my Stealth Rocks, and I do. He goes into Ferrothorn. That's a little problematic, because Ferrothorn is hard to deal with. Earthquake does nothing, because I don't actually have a whole lot of any attack investment, I think, in this Landorus. He's a very defensive build. A U-turn here, I get Leech Seeded, which is going to be annoying. Boggart can handle it. I can actually take on Ferrothorn with the Leech Seed fine, but the problem is if he switches into something else, it's going to start gaining life off of the Leech Seed. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. He's going to go into Espeon, because Espeon just checks Sableye all day. I go for the taunt. I end up bouncing the taunt to myself, and then he switches back into Ferrothorn, which is interesting. I'm just going to attack. That's fine with me. I probably should have switched out. I definitely should have switched out there, because the Leech Seed is just getting a lot of value for him. But now that I can switch in safely to Beefcake, I get a crit with that Power Whip, and it does a quarter of my health. So I'm going to get Leech Seeded again, which is super annoying. God, Ferrothorn is annoying. And he's going to protect on the Thunder Wave again. The Leech Seed, it's gaining him some advantage, but I don't actually care about it that much, because I can still beat him one-on-one. The problem, again, is going to be when he switches to something else. So he does that here. I'm going to have to switch out, I assume. I'm going to go for Dazzling Gleam instead and not do any damage. That was questionable at best. So I should probably switch out here while this thing sets up on me, and I do. Going to go into Royal. He's going to get double Calm Mind, so I assume I'm just going to die at this point. But there's a chance I could live. He actually has Psyshock, and since I'm so defensive, I do live. And then I failed to kill Espeon, so Royal is just really disappointed me with his damage output this game. But what can you do? I'm going to take the opportunity here to Rapid Spin while I can. I did not expect the Shadow Ball, and it's totally going to catch me off guard and kill me. But Rapid Spinning was great, because Puff gets to come in and set up for free, since I know that I just don't die to anything ever when I have multi-scale up, so that's nice. Go for the Earthquake on Ferrothorn. I am fully expecting to get Leech Seeded here. Earthquake does nothing because effing Ferrothorn, so I do get Leech Seeded. That's annoying. I'm going to have to switch Puff out. Had I actually played well, I could have predicted the Protect there and maybe got another Dragon Dance, but even that wouldn't have mattered that much, so whatever. Now that Espeon's dead, Boggart the Sableye is going to be able to do some work. I'm going to be able to set up all kinds of annoying things. I miss the Will-O-Wisp as he protects. I predict him to go into Gliscor now, expecting the Will-O-Wisp, so I'm going to taunt it instead. That works out great, because Gliscor can't touch Gengar. So I get Gengar in for free. I finally get a sub up as this Ferrothorn comes in, and it cannot Leech Seed me. And it doesn't resist Shadow Ball anymore, so since I'm behind a sub, fine, I'm just going to Shadow Ball you. This will be an interesting move to see if I sub again here. I think I do, yeah. I predict him to either go for Leech Seed or switch out, so I actually set up the sub again, which works out awesomely as Crawlitzer comes in, and it's going to have to waste a turn breaking my sub, and then it's going to die. So that's Crawlitzer out of the way. That's good. Like I said, that thing does a ton of damage. Garchomp's going to come in here. If he wants to use a Dragon move, that's fine. I probably should have sub-disabled there. I definitely should have sub-disabled there. I thought he might be Scarfed, though. But it doesn't matter. Sub was still the right play. Man, I did not play well this match at all. I'm going to go into Beefcake, though. Beefcake. And take out the Garchomp. Even that Stone Edge is not going to be enough to kill me. Take it out with Dazzling Gleam. Now I'm Leech Seeded again because of that effing Ferrothorn. So I'm going to take the turn to Roost. Gliscor is going to come in. It's going to heal a bunch of health, which is annoying. It's really annoying. Then he's going to set up a Swords Dance. Royal here, probably going to die. Gliscor is just stalling to get all of his health back. But he is allowing me to recover with leftovers, which is nice. It's going to mean that I'm going to be able to survive a Poison Jab. I get poisoned, so that's annoying. Now I'm going to die to poison damage. He's just going to be able to protect this turn, and I can't do anything against it. Had I not gotten poisoned there, I get to attack him again and leave him with very little health. But actually survive on 2%. I don't die to poison damage since leftovers kicks in first, so that was nice. He's going to switch to Ferrothorn. That's fine. I let Royal die. Now I finally get Boggart in on this thing without it getting a free turn, and I taunt it because screw that thing so much. Screw that thing hard. Just go for the Nightshade here. I'm figuring Gliscor is going to come in, and I want damage on it. So he gets to protect. That's fine. He's not going to get to do any other shenanigans. This team is so stally. Jesus, this is turn 42. All he does is protect. It's really annoying, but it's actually working. So I taunt that. I get poisoned again, which, that's super irritating. So now Protect's going to be even better against me because he can just stall for poison damage. I am going to predict the Protect here, switch to Beefcake, and just try and hacks the thing out because screw this thing. I don't get any hacks on that turn, though, so yay, I'm Leech Seeded again. That's going to force me to switch out as he protects. That's great. I figured he was going to protect. So I can switch out, get the Leech Seed off, go for a Recover here, as I figure I'm going to get Leech Seeded again, which I do. And here comes another Protect, I'm assuming. So I'm going to switch back into Beefcake. Beefcake! And, wow, this match has gone on forever. He actually goes for Power Whip. That's fine. Beefcake doesn't care. Let's hack this thing out. He's gotten plenty of hacks. My turn. Screw you, Ferrothorn. You don't get to do things anymore. You get to flinch, and you get to get paralyzed, and you get to die. So that's what's going to happen. There's not a lot to say. He gets a Protect off here. He's going to be able to protect every other turn, which is going to gain him some health. But ultimately, if I can leave him with a very low amount of health, I can probably win. So we get Stealth Rocks up here. Not a super big deal. It could be. I mean, it's going to hurt Dragonite when I switch in, but multi-skill's already broken, so it's not as big a deal as it would be. And if I'm lucky, I'm not going to have to switch Beefcake out again because I'm just going to kill his guys with hacks. Because screw him and screw his Ferrothorn and his stupid Gliscor and protecting every single freaking turn. So we're almost at turn 60. Ferrothorn's still alive. It's still alive here, but it flinched, and he's going to be able to protect here. Yep, so it's still going to be alive on turn 60. Oh my god, guys. What else? I'm out of... How are you? I don't have any... Hey, it's dead. It died. Alright, there we go. So Gliscor comes in. Guess what? We're going to protect some more. Because screw this match. I think this may have been the longest match I've ever had on Showdown. I'm doing okay. I still have a cold, if you couldn't tell. But it's getting better, I hope. I've been sick for like a week, and I want it to be gone away so I can go outside and be a person again. Gliscor's dead. Finally. So Charizard comes in here. It loses half of its health, but it could have maybe killed me. I don't know. It's probably a special attacker, so probably couldn't have killed me. And then I paralyzed it. I guess if he was the offensive one and he went for Flare Blitz on a Mega Evolution, that probably would have killed me. But he doesn't. He goes for Roost instead, and now he's paralyzed, and that's going to be the game. So 68 turns, ladies and gentlemen, and half of them were Protects. So that's the match. Thumbs up for Marathon match, and thumbs up for Togekiss being the unexpected MVP of this team in both games. Togekiss is pretty good. Fairy typing was a huge plus for him. I like him a lot. This team's okay. It's got a couple weaknesses, but we're working on that. So thanks for watching, guys. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the match. Leave me a comment. Check out the links in the description, and I will have more coming your way shortly. Later, guys.